Hey my scrappy friends, I thought I would get on real quick and do a short little video for today and just kind of share with you some thoughts that I have of some things that I'm starting and kind of have this so that you can have for your own reference, or if you have done something similar to this, you can leave your comments below on how you did it and maybe how you did it differently, and that would be awesome too. I think that it's really fun how on YouTube we can kind of have like little conversations, and it's really helpful because it helps with the feedback. It helps with just making yourself better as far as scrapbooking. So I'm gonna not wave my hands around and get talking about what I'm doing. So I am going back and doing some Project Life. So many of you guys know that I started Project Life this year again. I did it a couple of years ago and I really liked it in some ways, but I had a really hard time with just doing maybe the same thing because it's like your days are really similar, and so you have a lot of similar photos, and I think I just didn't have good structure. But anyway, so I've changed it up this time and I'm doing it monthly, and I'm not caught up as in I'm not current completely. I'm a few months behind, but I'm okay with that. It doesn't have to be perfect. I do take notes. So right now, currently, I'm using a traveler's notebook, and every day I just have a page. Actually, I could probably do it on just one page, but so I have a page for every day, and then I just go in and I just write about some things that we did, write about some feelings, write about something that someone said, and I just kind of keep a little journal, and this kind of helps with filling out the Project Life. But so I'm gonna go back. A while ago I ordered prints. Well, this one's not, I printed that off myself. I ordered prints from Free Prints in the fall time, and I have tons of photos from probably maybe August, September, and October. And I have quite a bit, and I'm thinking I'm just gonna put them in my Project Life protectors and, do Project Life that way. I want to add cards and stuff and add journaling because I want to make sure that, especially if I took a photo and there's a story behind it, like here, there's more of a story behind that. I mean, that's just like my dog being cute. I know I did a layout about that already, but there's probably more I could say about that. And then the squirrel, I did a layout about squirrels. And I think I did some of this, but I still have a few more fall photos. So I really would like to be able to get them in protectors and have it more documented, because I didn't document everything. Like, I got my new when I got my new desk, I took pictures and I didn't document it. Like, I didn't do a layout about it. Let's see. I know that, like, when there was the crop, the Victoria Marie crop in the fall time, I didn't do a layout about it. So, I have stuff from then, but I just didn't do anything with it. So I'd like to just get these things in the album and kind of get more of my stories, get the little bits told. And I think that these pictures will be enough to kind of like show what our fall time was like for well, some of it at least, like the beginning part of fall. I think that there's enough pictures. I mean, there's little stuff that's not in here, and I can always go into my photos and see what else is in there to help fill in if I think I need to do that. I don't know if I will, though. But so basically what I'm doing is taking stuff from my laptop, looking at my laptop and seeing when the dates are, because there's no dates on here. It just has the date that it was printed, and that doesn't really help me. So I have to go back through and write the day, which is kind of a time thing, and I should have thought about that ahead of time. So any advice that I could say is that when you get prints printed off, from somewhere else and you get them, as soon as you get them, put the dates on them. Either use a photo safe pen or marker, or even just like Post-its. And make sure you document when the day was, because if I did that when I first got this, one, I might have been more inclined to use these. I mean, I might have not been. I've used quite a few, but there's definitely a lot that I haven't used. And some of them are really good, and then some of them are just okay. And I think some of it is because a lot of these were from my phone, but the really good ones that I use my camera with, like this one, I think I use my camera, and I know I use my camera on these ones, and these ones turned out amazing. I mean, these are like awesome. So I need to start. I print a lot of stuff at home, but I think that sometimes having something like this where your really nice photos just get a nice, like these are a nice finish. They're really thin, but the finish is really nice. It's like a semi-gloss. But anyway, so yeah. So that is that, right? And of course I just messed with the order. Didn't I? But anyway, so yeah, so this is that, and that's what I'm doing, just getting everything. I should really just not do this right now. But anyway, so that is part of what I'm doing, and I'm gonna try to figure out, I haven't decided if I'm gonna do size A or something similar to that, or I know I have a few 3x4s in here, so I haven't decided if I'm gonna maybe some of these cut them down, like here's another 3x4 or 4x4. I don't know. Not all of them I think can do that. Like this one maybe, I don't know. It might almost be. This one I could, but then some of them you lose the scope of everything when you do it by 4x4. Like I know this one I couldn't. Well, maybe. I guess I could. But like there's a couple of my dog laying like here. You lose the scope when you take it out. So anyway, but yeah, so I have to decide which ones I think need to be cut down and which ones to figure out what can go in what protectors. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. It's not super hard, but it is time consuming. So I think that doing it in chunks and groups is probably how I'll do it. I'll probably date and try to get them in protectors and then go from there, and then just pick a protector, because then once I have them in a protector, I can just pick a protector when I feel like working on it and just work on it. You know, if I think it needs another protector, I can switch it out and do it that way. Because I'm thinking if I can stick for a lot of the, even if I do design A, I can stick a lot of the 4x4s like this and then use the 3x4 sizes to just do all my journaling. Because I'm thinking that's probably going to be the most just quickest way to get it done, if you will, and the most time. And then I can just add a few things to the photo, to the empty space, but have mostly photos. So I think that that's how I'm planning on doing it. But like I said, I'm curious what you guys do for doing past Project Life that you weren't expecting to do, and how you tackled it, and if you aren't doing something like this but want to do something like this and want to see more of a series, or more, not a series, but more of me going through and doing some of this stuff, let me know, because this is something that maybe I could take a couple hours on a live stream and just kind of talk through my process as I'm doing it. I think that would be really fun. So let me know what you think. Like I said, if you guys have done something like this in the past where you had a whole bunch of photos and then you decided to put them in Project Life, and how did you do it? Did you keep it nice and simple? Did you decide to make it more elaborate? Or did you decide to do like a mini album or something? or, you know, if you didn't do Project Life, what else did you do? Because not all of these do I think at this point I want to do layouts for. And this is a lot of photos. I don't think at this point, it's almost a year away, I don't think that I want to do a layout for every single one. And like this slug, do I need a layout about a slug? I don't. But I take pictures, and sometimes I want to get them printed because I think it's cool. And I think it would be kind of fun to see it later on. And, you know, so that's my little tidbit. That's what I'm doing. And I'm just curious what your guys' thoughts are. And I will see you guys later. I hope you guys have a great scrappy week. Bye!